You stole this poor dude's shorts instead of asking for toilet paper. That's traumatizing. Like, what do you do? Do you run out in the bathroom in your underwear to get?
Right.
So, what did he do? How did you get out of there? What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Project 518's reactions.
Hey, hey,
I'm
hey,
Tomas,
I'm Elijah.
and you are watching some bomb reactions today.
Yes, yes.
We got some bangers over here for you,
Oh yeah, straight from Reddit.
straight
The
from
gold
Reddit.
mine.
So we pulled up a couple confessions, couple unpopular opinions. So Elijah, you ready to dig in?
Yes, sir. Let's see what we got.
Now let's cut to it. Let me share my screen.
There it is. A day in the
All
life
right.
of a Redditors.
All right. So this one is from the subreddit unpopular opinion. People share their, if you don't know what it is, people share their opinion and they either get flamed for it or people do agree. So let's read this one. So if you don't know what this is, there's a theory out there that reality is a simulation.
Whew.
So this one says the idea that reality is a simulation is effing stupid. So down below it says, no one ever seems to answer these questions. A simulation from where? From what? How is it created and sustained? If we haven't successfully made our own simulation or seen the real reality our simulated reality comes from, what basis do we even have to say that everything is a simulation? It's just pseudo intellectual thought experiment that has no way of being addressed, and as far as our experience is concerned, is entirely useless. And then he edited after people, I guess, commented. He says, I'm surprised at how salty this makes people. I'm calling pseudo intellectual contemplation stupid. Get over it.
Oh, dang. But like, I mean, I honestly don't know how I feel about reality being a simulation, just because I like to believe that we're all organic. You know what I mean? And like, but then again, the part of me that grew up with a critical mind was like, hey, like to answer these questions, like, maybe the reason why we don't have the answers to these questions is because the simulation won't allow us to.
Right. We're stuck.
Right, yeah, in a hamster wheel. But
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
bro, how do you feel? Do you think that this reality is a simulation? Honestly.
I see what you mean. Like, I do agree. I like to believe everyone is organic, but I mean, I've seen so much stuff where I'm like, hold up, like this can't be a coincidence. This can't be like, like the glitch in the matrix type of stuff.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
like, hold up.
I
Like,
think, oh, go ahead.
no, I don't know what
Dude, I just had a thought right now, like an epiphany, if you will.
hit
Um,
me.
dude, what if like what reality actually is like a combination of a simulation and a combination of like string theory universes and a combination of like, other theories that's like all culminative into one.
Maybe you get
Like,
like a little bit of everything.
bro, yeah, like in the sense that like maybe there is a higher power and people are just saying that it's a simulation. Those that don't want to believe in like higher power say it's a simulation. Those don't want to believe in simulation say it's a higher power. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I strongly believe that you are the creator of your own reality,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure where the simulation comes in. I do believe there's something else. I don't know, but let me let me scroll down here real quick, see what people say. Maybe we can get some insight here from
Hey.
professional redditors here. Someone says, I can't think of a name. 12 says, at least from what I understand, the question is a modern interpretation of Rene Descartes' thought experiment, where he asked that if a powerful demon could fool his mind into believing a false world, how could he know he was being deceived and that he existed? So he said that ultimately everything he perceived could be false and not real, but not himself, since there needs to be a mind to be fooled, and it's generally remembered for the quote, I think, therefore I am.
I thought that quote was more so like for a manifestation, like I think, therefore I am. Like,
Right. But then it's saying, like, what I take from it is like, if you think something, how can you, like, everything that you perceive in the world is a how your brain sees it, you know, like technically even Neville Goddard says like everything is in here, like everything, like this computer in front of me is just what my brain deciphers it to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Right.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not what it seems, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's just your brain interpreting it as something,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe,
maybe, man.
maybe we're getting too deep in
I think
this.
so. Dude, I think like it all ties, it kind of seems to tie into just like your reality is what you make it, honestly.
Exactly.
Like if it's a simulation or not, like that just puts people in a state to where they can either say, I control my reality, or they can say my reality is being controlled.
Or they can say, like this one guy right here, he said, OP, Rene Descartes was fucking stupid.
Dang.
But
Everything's
it's,
just effing stupid here.
I don't know. I think reality itself is just based in your consciousness. So simulation or not, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna,
Yeah. I can't stamp if I believe it or not, for real.
can't.
Just because I grew up thinking that it was a simulation. And then now I just am trying to be more organic with like my life energies and like try to really like connect with the world and stuff. I feel like so it's like it's conflicting principles.
What if that's a simulation conforming you to
Dude, what
stop?
if? Oh
You never
crap.
know.
Oh
We'll
no.
never know.
Just when I thought my mentality was a little more stable.
Go, I went and
We open
threw it
this,
off.
we go and do this Reddit reaction.
All right, so you can't stamp it. You can't stamp whether you
Oh
agree or
yeah.
disagree. I don't think it's stupid. I
Oh
disagree
yeah,
with this
yeah. I
guy.
don't think that the idea is stupid at all. I disagree with that.
So, my man,
Yeah.
you are an unpopular opinion in my book.
Yeah. Unpopular. Get out of here.
We're done. You're done.
You're done. You can get going now.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
This is for all my early birds out there. It says waking up early isn't productive. You are either sleep deprived or going to bed at 8 p.m. like a toddler.
Oh, dang. These are all
Late
these titles are all attacking.
laid it out like that.
Dude,
Said
this man woke up at 3 p.m. and chose violence.
yeah, he did. Says I hate the idea of waking up super early, like 4 to 6 a.m. voluntarily is peak healthy productive lifestyle. When in reality, these people are either sleep deprived from only getting 4 to 5 hours, or they go to bed at 9 p.m., which in my opinion is lame. Okay. Respect. Like you have absolutely no nightlife, no late night movies, no 3 a.m. binge watching, no midnight snacks, no 2 a.m. 7-Eleven run. Okay. All right. I'll
Uh,
keep reading. I'll keep reading. Like it must be sad. What if a show you watch airs at 11 p.m.? What if there's a night dance or event? What about sleepovers? I'm kind of going off on a tangent about how much I love nights, but you get the point. And then he edited. Oh my God. I thought it would never happen to me. Every single one of my Reddit posts have just been a message to the void, and I expect one or two people to see it. I posted this and was upset with the backlash, so I logged off for a day and came back to this. Holy shit. Anyways, there's no chance I'm reading all the comments. Thanks to everyone who was nice about it. I hope this sparks some discussion.
well,
What do you think?
it definitely sparked some discussion here. I mean, dude, I agree that that it's kind of like if somebody was actually just going to sleep at like 8 or 9 every night and waking up at 4 to 6 every day, then that would suck. But like I feel like I don't know, the people, at least the people that I know that think that they're like voluntarily like that, like when they're like voluntarily waking up at like 4 or 5 in the morning because they want to hit the gym and then go to work, like I respect that and I commend that. And I think that,
Thank you.
yeah, and I think that they're able to like balance, like it's not like they just like, I think that this guy might see somebody doing that and not understand like people like me and you who do it and still go out on a Saturday night and get blasted or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and still enjoy nightlives too, I feel like.
I I love nightlife. I love the night. But I think during the week, no matter, like, I don't know. I wake up early. You wake up early too, but it's like no matter how hard I try, I can't fit everything. I would love to go to bed at 9. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to be in bed by 9, but there's so much crap that I got to do that I can't fit it in. So I'm like 10:30, 11. I'm still going, and then I'm like, crap, I got to go to bed because I want to wake up and work out. And then,
Right.
but if I could have it my way, I would be at bed by 9, wake up at 6. When Friday rolls around, yeah,
Go to bed whenever.
you will catch me at 7-Eleven on a 2 a.m. run, maybe.
Yeah.
But any other day, my life is just I feel like I do become more productive
Yeah,
as an
bro.
early riser.
I'm wondering what this dude's doing in his life, cause like, or
It's
girl,
going
or
it's
whatever,
going
cause
to 7-Eleven at 2 a.m.
bro, must not have.
Big gulps, huh?
Bro, we go, yeah, get those big gulps and those pretzels. Like, dude, I see after that, like, it must be sad, and I'm just thinking of the person going to 7-Eleven every 2 a.m., getting a big gulp, and that's their routine, rather than waking up and getting a good exercise and breakfast in and planning their life out and
Right. I mean,
playing their
no,
life out.
to each their own,
Yeah.
but I'm not binge watching
Sleepovers.
it.
Homie, I'm
Homie,
31. Bro, I'm 31. Now they're called house guests.
they stay
Get
for
the
the whole
job.
weekend and their mom doesn't pick them up in the morning. You have to drop them off at the airport.
I'm done.
Yeah, look at this one. 2 a.m. 7-Eleven run, 3 a.m. binge watching. This whole thing reads like it was written by an unemployed 17-year-old.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
Oh, here
bro.
says someone OP seems to be 17 or 18, according to this post from half a year ago. So that explains his or her opinion.
Hmm. So this person went through their whole their all their posts up to a half a year ago.
Yo, people do that. People dissect your whole profile just to make like to see where you're coming from.
Mm.
OP, they read a subreddit called "I'm 14 and this is deep." Oh man. So I think after this one, I'm calling a sleepover.
Dude. With the boys, you gotta kiss the homies goodnight.
Tuck them in.
Bro. So do we agree that waking up early isn't productive? You're either sleep deprived or going to bed at 8 p.m. like a toddler?
Hell no. I disagree with that.
I disagree too, because I think that, I mean, yeah, if you wake up early and you just don't do anything productive, then it won't be productive. But if you wake up early and you're productive, like, then get out of here, kid. What are you talking about?
Go to bed early. Maybe you'll change your mind. You know, I think you sleep deprived.
Sleep deprived.
So now we got your confession.
Ah, yes, sir. All right. So moving on to confessions for a little bit, take a break from the unpopular to popular opinions. All right. So this one's I threw gum in a girl's hair and she had to have it cut really short to get it out.
Ooh.
So when I was in the 8th grade, there was this girl on my bus that I hated. She was kind of a bully and a loudmouth and mean to me and my friends. She had this really frizzy, curly hair. Oof. And one day, as she was getting off the bus, as she walked by my seat, I tossed my gum into the back of her head.
Oh.
She didn't notice and she just got off the bus and went home. The next day, I ended up getting sick and missing school and forgot about the whole thing. When I got back to school the following day, she had her entire head not shaved, but cut really, really short. She was super upset and embarrassed about it and kept saying how she knew it was one of us, my friends and I, that did it. She ratted all of us out to the principal, but I got away with it scot-free because apparently she hadn't noticed on the day it happened and only figured it out the following day, and I had an alibi. I was homesick.
Ooh.
Oh. So
Sneaky.
this kid, this girl went to school, got a gum in her hair, went home, and then the next day went to school, went home, and figured it out.
Yikes. Man, I'd be
Dang.
like if I had long hair or something and that happened, I'd be pretty pissed.
Dude, I just like that. Like some of these confessions, like are just like they can either be really like whoa, or sometimes they could just be like, I just threw gum on this girl's hair. She got
Yeah.
it cut really short. Like,
Damn. Well, they need to vent somewhere, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Should we
I
see
mean,
some of the comments?
Yes, sir. When I was 16, I had very long hair while I was taking the bus to high school. Some girl I barely knew put gum in my hair too. I was absolutely shocked that people do this. Fortunately for me, she's like, "Ah, people do this?" The gum didn't stick and I was able to take it off completely. She saw me the next day with my hair being fine and I just smiled. Her face was priceless. What? I wasn't a bully and I've never disturbed her in any way. I have absolutely no clue why she felt the need to do that.
Can't you get it out with like peanut
Peanut.
butter?
That's what actually saw in one of these comments. And but yeah, I think like oil as well. Oil helps. I also put gum in a classmate's hair, really rubbed that shit in too. To be fair, it was his gum.
Oh man.
Me, me and this girl were playing checkers at the end of math class, and he kept throwing chewed gum at our board. I fucking had it, and as soon as he turned his back, I pressed that shit into his skull.
Man.
Turns out it was his birthday, and he had just got his hair cut the day before. He wasn't a bully, and I think in retrospect, he wanted a bit of attention since nobody even knew. I guess it was his birthday. I spent the rest of class apologizing and trying to artfully cut the gum out. Oh, cut the gum out. Fucking prick.
Oh my goodness.
Kids' brains aren't fully developed. He had a need for attention, and that was the easiest way, unfortunately. In our brains, any attention is good attention, but still, actions have consequences. And in this case, it was 100% deserved.
Lord.
Ooh.
I don't know if you can press that into his skull. Pressing it into his skull was the way.
Yeah, maybe flicking it back over there. Reminds me of when I punched the F out of some kid's skull on top, actually. Oh, this bully a-hole in middle school who thought I wasn't going to do anything because I was a nice little girl. I made him scream and cry. Little punk never bothered me again. Saw I was ready to grab the nearest chair and break it on him. I'm not a violent person, though. The bullying had gotten too real.
Jesus, that's pushing people over the edge right there.
Yo, that's driving people to the brink.
Damn. Should have learned the magic of peanut butter.
Yeah. Olive oil.
Look what the OP said.
She should have learned to not be an asshole. Oh.
Jeez.
Damn.
Well,
yeah, that's true. Just don't be an asshole and you won't get gum in your hair, right? It
yeah,
seems to be.
I don't know if I wouldn't ever throw gum in someone's hair.
I don't think I've ever even had the thought to do that, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know where these kids get this stuff.
I don't
It's
know. I
always-
guess I'll go try it out tomorrow. Somebody that disrespects me. Just like, what'd you say?
Come here. Let me see your hair real quick.
Oh, I love your hair, by the way.
Man.
Imagine somebody doing that, just walking up to you. I love your hair.
Oof.
Oh,
Well,
that was loud.
lucky you have longer hair. I can just shave this off. I don't care.
You should shave it off. I'll just shave that one patch off.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
just take a
chilling.
little of like a what do you call it? A buzzer. Buzz it right off. Boom. We're back. We'll be back tomorrow.
It didn't even touch the hair. It just only got the gum.
All right.
All right. Shall we move on?
All right. So this one I haven't read yet. I just saw the title and I didn't know what to think. So
Let's
and
see.
it says, actually, it is unpopular. Our bad.
Bro. Okay.
So-
I'm interested. What the heck is this?
So the title is Switzerland is just a giant criminal organization disguised as a country. Switzerland is often held to be a rich, peace-loving nation that has wonderful ideals to match its incredible beauty. It's seen as a free from international intrigue and neutral. However, so much Swiss banks claim that they never knowingly engage with organizations involved in money laundering, child trafficking, corporate crime, or money laundering. You said money laundering. They do. They will not join state-based sanctions because it would jeopardize their banking profits. In reality, if you don't fit in Switzerland, in the past you have been gold, sent away, or sterilized. Migrants are never afforded the same path to citizenship and are thrown out without ceremony as soon as their labor is unwanted. So I've heard of a lot. I mean, in movies, like all these criminals will put their money in a Switzerland, a Swiss account.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't
Like in
have-
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, no wonder I use it as my default VPN location.
Make chocolate soda and associate them with Nazi gold and blood diamonds. Bro, I never I don't know. I mean, that I feel like that's something to think about. Like, huh? if you were to really explore like, that side of things in Switzerland.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know. I
apparently
like
it sounds like it's all side of things in Switzerland.
yeah. Just throwing this out there, geopolitically speaking, Switzerland is a fortress in the mountains. It's difficult to get to by boat, land, and air. Throughout much of its history, Switzerland was also adjacent to the Holy Roman Empire and the Vatican.
Hmm.
Never looked at Switzerland that way. I never looked at it that much, anyways.
Right. A fortress in the mountains. Dang, that sounds like the best criminal organization base ever.
They
Dude,
make some good watches, though.
no, dude, a rich, peace-loving nation, but they're actually a giant criminal organization.
Hiding in plain sight all this time.
It says actually it is unpopular. Our bad. Oh, that's Switzerland mafia members coming in.
Oh yeah,
They're like shutting
they
it
don't like
down.
this. Yeah.
They're trying to sterilize it. Dude, I'm wondering what that you have been gold sent away. Gold? What?
Where? Oh
That
yeah,
word
I don't
before
know.
sent away. You have been gold. I don't know.
Gale, I don't know,
Gold. I have to look it up.
or sterilized. I don't know
So
how
what?
true that is. I'm not sure,
Right. I don't want to agree to something that I don't like factually know.
but this one person's calling out a whole nation here. So
I like it though.
poking the hornet's nest with a stick.
Yeah. Not saying I'm joining the efforts, but
No,
hey, you know,
I'm. You won't catch me joining
yeah.
either.
Hey, don't red dot me, Switz, huh?
Jeez.
Yeah. Matter of fact, actually, let's hope we get this out of here before they come after us, bro. I hear some knocking.
All right, we're good. All right,
I like that post though. That was interesting to think about though.
it's something.
Yeah.
I didn't know I haven't read it till just now. So this
All
one
right.
is. I highly respect millennials that walk out of jobs or any inconvenience in life. As a man in my late 50s, I wish I had the halls. I think you know what he meant, to walk off a job when I was younger. After starting my own business, spending years in upper management, I have to say, I love millennials and think they will change the workplace for better. Seeing a 22 college grad say that's not my job and not in my job description always gave me an envy boner. Watching a middle manager retort with, if you don't like the job, leave, and having a millennial fire back, I'll send out 100 apps on Indeed tonight and have a new one tomorrow. Bye. Want to know what that makes me do? Think hard about how my employees are treated and how well they are paid. Because on today's day and age, my job is just as replaceable as they are. Keep ghosting and walking away, my young friends. I get it.
Bro, this
Respect.
one. Like a lot of people are saying like they hate millennials and like they're like, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, but I feel like you just have to put your belief in the next generation and know that they're gonna be the ones that's running it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they have changed the workplace for better. I think in the past you would find like workplace would be like all about the profit. It would be customer, bosses, employees way at the bottom. Like the employees were the trash, the scum. But now there's been such a shift that it's employees first, then customer, and then the bosses. Like your employees are kind of your holy grail in most
Mm-hmm.
modern workplaces. I know some still treat people like crap, but
Right. That ties into like, if the employees aren't loved, then like the customers can't be loved because the employees won't love the customers.
exactly. And most places now, modern places will treat their employees like celebrities, and which is cool. I think it's really good.
Yeah, and like how this guy's talking about like seeing millennials like basically state their minds and stuff like that also applies when they're loving what they're doing. They bring the great energy. We bring great energy to the workplace and great vibes and stuff. So I agree with this dude. I also
And
respect it.
they know their worth. I mean, I think if you even like those old shows like the Mad Men type of era, you would see people getting stepped out all over by their bosses, by their superiors, and that like now that's not a thing.
Right. Yeah. I think having like a certain level, like just having a good relationship established also like with your employee and boss is like a good thing to have.
For
So you
sure.
like make sure nobody's stepping on each other's toes.
Exactly. And it's actually a relationship, not like bossing people around, treating them
Mhm.
like crap. So like I think it's good. I think the workplace has been changing for the better.
Yes, sir.
Someone says, I think this should be a more appreciated thing. Humans shouldn't be strong armed into staying a job or in a relationship that doesn't benefit them. I'm facing my issue now where with my work who's planning on moving me into a position I didn't apply for and I don't have certifications for just because they think I'm a good worker. Very agreeable and I'll figure it out. Sorry. No, that's not okay with me. The position will make me unhappy. If I'm unhappy, I'll leave without hesitation because I know I can find a job elsewhere with my experience and work ethic. I have no loyalty to a job that has no loyalty to me. I refuse to waste my time being unhappy at a job. I did that for 15 years. That's how it should be.
Yes.
Number one
Yes.
person is yourself.
Bro, look at that. I approach relationships the same way. I see so many friends in unhappy relationships, and I don't get why they don't just leave. It's very cut and dry for me. Happiness is my ultimate choice.
Yo,
Choo, choo, choo.
upvote. Uh, I definitely agree. What do you think? Do
Bro, I
you?
agree. I agree. I mean, obviously, there's some instances where some people are just lazy, but for the most part, for like what he's talking about, I agree.
Yeah, some people are entitled and lazy, and
Yeah, but that's across all generations.
yeah, but
I've seen a lot of
it,
old people like that too.
yeah, there's a lot of people every generation. So I do respect this. Like, I think you shouldn't stand for crap that you don't believe in or don't. You shouldn't put up with bullshit
Hmm.
if it's especially a like unfair and unethical treatment.
If your boss asks you to do something that was a little bit outside of your job description, but you felt comfortable doing it, then like you could, you know what I'm saying. But obviously, if you felt uncomfortable doing it, like if you're a driver but he wants you to fix the car you're driving, like you know what I'm saying, and you're not a
Yeah,
mechanic,
and it's
that's
like
when
you either fix it or get out of here,
right.
or I'll
That's
cut
when
your
it's like
pay.
I guess I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So
Agreed.
let's see. We got a confession now.
Yes. Yo, this one's a doozy. All right,
Oh
you can
boy.
already tell by the title.
Oh boy.
I ran out of toilet paper in the third grade and used some random guy's shorts. Bro. All right. So one day in the third grade during recess, I really, and I mean really, had to take a shit. So, like anyone else would do, I sprinted my way to the bathroom and took the next available stall. However, there just so happened to be another guy in the stall beside me, minding his own business and going on with his day. After I had unloaded this unholy shit, I had then noticed my stall was out of toilet paper.
Oh no.
I also noticed that the guy in the stall beside me just so happened to have his shorts all the way off. My thought was a kid that my thought as a kid was that he should have just kept his shorts on like a normal person instead of just leaving them on the ground. So I then proceeded to do what I thought my only option was, and that was to use his pair of shorts to wipe my ass.
Oh, I don't. Oh man.
Bro, the entire time he was repeatedly screaming, "Give me my shorts back!" And I'm almost positive that in that moment, he had no clue what my intentions were and just wanted his shorts back so he could go back to class. Or maybe he had thought that I was
Oh.
stealing from him. Regardless, after I had finished absolutely ruining his shorts, I had to find an escape route. Meanwhile, this kid is still screaming at me to give his shorts back. My only option was to set them out of his reach and sprint out of the bathroom in hopes he wouldn't be able to catch up to me. Since then, I have still never spoken to this kid, but I hope he's doing all right.
God.
And look at
That
this
is
comment,
traumatizing.
bro. Real quick, before we start talking about it, could have asked him to give you some paper, but this is more funny.
Oh my goodness.
He could have just asked him, "Hey, bro, do you have some toilet paper you can hand me?" Instead, he rips his shorts from under the stall
This
and
is
uses them,
traumatizing.
bro. If I was that kid in that stall and I was handed back my shorts and it was just covered in Duke, bro, I would have been sitting in that stall all day.
That's traumatizing. Like, what do you do? Do you run out in the bathroom in your underwear to get?
Right,
So, what do you? What did he do? How did he get out of there?
dude. Well, yeah, how did he get out of there? And like, if he put his shorts back on,
I don't think I wouldn't
like,
touch them shorts. I wouldn't put them
oof.
back.
Or imagine just like being another kid going into the bathroom and seeing that kid washing his shit shorts in this bathroom sink in his
Uh,
white Hanes.
oh my goodness, that's disgusting. I wouldn't even
Ugh,
try to wash them.
bro.
That's a lesson though. Never take them all the way off
Yo,
in the
look at this
stall.
comment. All this time I've been looking for you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, what if this guy sees it?
God, you stole this poor dude's shorts instead of asking for toilet paper.
LMFAO. Did he put him back or no?
The kid's still in the stall screaming.
He's still in there. Absolute menace,
Oh man.
bro. I'm sure his parents automatically assumed that he shit himself before he could open his mouth.
Gosh.
Something similar happened in my elementary school. This Karen of a mother bursts into the boys' room and demands to know who stole her son's winter jacket. Meanwhile, we were all washing our hands, and this angry mom is standing in the middle of the boys' bathroom. Come to find out, she finds her son's jacket covered all over with shit. So I'm assuming either something similar happened or the kid really pissed someone off.
Jeez.
People are just really out here putting Duke on other people's clothing.
They don't care. They don't care.
No F's given out here,
Man, this one made me sad.
bro. This one was a confession, but it should have been put in the "Am I the asshole?"
Yeah. This
So
one
we
made
could
me
label
very
them.
sad. God. Horrible.
Damn. All right, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, huh? Yo, hold on. Before we get into this last one, bro, it's getting a little chilly here. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
where? Oh man, that's a sick jacket, bro.
Yo, thanks, bro. It's a windbreaker. We've got it from Breadfruit Gang. Link
Wait,
in the
hold up,
description
hold
below.
up. Let me check that out.
Oh, yo. Oh, yeah, yeah. You see that?
Ooh,
Yes,
damn.
sir. Yes, sir. Got the Breadfruit Gang merch. I'll put a
Damn.
link in the description.
Yeah, go cop yourself some breadfruit gang.
Yes,
You already
yes.
know.
Looking slick, breaking that wind. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Hell yeah, go show them
Also,
some love.
also available in black.
Ooh,
And they also have
don't
green.
tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Yo, yeah, they got a bunch of stuff on there. Pretty chill, pretty cool.
Go give them a look, support, show some love.
Yes,
We'll
show some
put all the
love.
links down below.
Oh, yeah.
So, to finish off, this is an unpopular opinion. So, this one's for all the men out there. Telling a guy to just be confident as dating advice is like telling a depressed person to just cheer up. So, if I could, quote unquote, just be confident, don't you think I would be already? I hate being nervous around new people, but I can't decide just not to be. I already understand how important confidence is. I can't explain why I don't have any because I don't know. As a depressed person may want to cheer up, but they just can't will themselves happy. There is more to it. This is how I feel about it. And I know I can't be the only one. Edit after this blew up / thanks for awards / yada yada. A lot of people are saying fake it till you make it. That advice also feels dumb. If I knew how to fake being confident, isn't that just be acting confident? Even if I do not feel confident, acting like I do requires me to know what the F I am doing. It's like when I try to talk to someone I just met, I just lock up and can't think of anything to say. I make some meek readings before withdrawing from the conversation into myself. I know this is an issue, but I don't know how to get around it. If I just knew how to get past that hurdle, then I wouldn't have an issue with confidence. I would just be able to talk to people. Fake it till you make it falls into the same pitfall. If I could, I already would.
This guy's spitting rhymes all over.
I know.
Yo, I agree to the title, like telling somebody to be confident as dating advice, as like telling a depressed person to cheer up. I mean, I can see where that could be the same because he just doesn't have an answer as to why he's not confident. But
What do you mean? Just be confident.
yeah, just do it,
No.
man. Just do it. And I mean, something like, I mean, maybe tips. Hey, guy, if you're watching this video, go look at what other people that are doing, like, go look at what confident people are doing, like, and emulate that. And just act like them at first if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a character in a show that you like, or emulate what you want to be. And just like literally, if you have to even imitate until you form yourself.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, that's what faking it till you make it is.
I think, I don't know, for me, being confident around new people and stuff comes with practicing. You got to fail. Like, you can't just decide one day you're going to be confident and then keep being scared. Like, honestly, I think it all comes from being scared to fail and embarrass yourself. Honestly, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And at first, you're going to suck. People are going to be like, who the hell is this guy? Like, what is this? Like, get away from me. But eventually, you'll nail it down. And I think that I applied that myself, and I think it really works. I wasn't the most confident person, but I think I feel comfortable talking to any new person randomly.
Right. Yeah. And I think that you just have to have a certain level of self-awareness to be able to make that decision and like try to stick through it to where like you can be like, all right, I need to just do this. I need to let go of this and I need to be about this.
Yeah.
That way you can kind of like not fall back, like he was saying, like I just withdraw into myself, I mean, I get that. I used to do that too when I was a kid, you know what I mean? So I definitely understand where he's coming from. Confidence is a learned trait. It's not just like given or like randomly acquired. It's like a learned trait.
Big time. The more you work on yourself, the more you start believing in yourself inside, you start to develop this inner confidence. And obviously, you'll start to practice and get out there, put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable, and you'll feel comfortable with the uncomfortability.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's when you start to,
Yeah, and really, you just have to. This is kind of like, this kind of ties into what we were talking about on our last video, which we'll
yeah,
put in the description, about not giving a F. You know what I'm saying? And just like going through life, going through life and going through experiences and understanding who you are and figuring out who you are, so that like if somebody's trying to so if you're talking to somebody and you're like, you start to feel yourself withdrawn to somebody, you could actually be like, just look upon your life and be like, like, what can I talk about right now that can like spark up another conversation to keep going? You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
And that's just by like just being you.
Being you, be in practice, 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 put yourself in uncomfortable scenarios and be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Be comfortable in the void.
Exactly.
Ask
One tip.
questions.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh,
People love to talk about themselves when prompted. It's a big one.
it's
That's
true.
a key right there. I mean, ask people stuff. Ask open-ended questions like
Yeah, exactly. Questions that can lead into conversations and topics.
exactly if you say like where are you from? That'll probably prompt a one-word answer. But if you instead you're like like I wouldn't ask where you're from. I would say, let me try to guess where you're from or something, like try to
There
spice it
there
up,
you
change
go.
it up.
Add a twist.
When they tell you where they're from, be like, instead of being like, they'll say where they're from. Or if you ask where they're from, they tell you where they're from. You can say, oh, like New York. Hmm. They have something, something. I heard they have the blank, 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 rather than being like, okay. Like just keep asking them. Ask
just
questions.
just have fun with it. And if you're not having fun with it, then maybe
Get out of
you'll
there.
yeah, exactly. Get out of there and go have fun with another conversation. Like, even if it's a conversation with yourself, maybe you need to have some more conversations with yourself before you'll really be confident to have conversations with other people.
Right. And this comment right here, also, I think it helps too when you're talking to someone. And if you're feeling extra nervous, like just lay it out there. Be like, oh, I'm a little nervous. I don't do this often. Like something like that. Like, number one, people won't think much of it. Number two, it will put you in a more comfortable state because you already laid it out there to
Hmm.
yourself that you're nervous.
Right. You already like made it aware, so it can't be like used against you or anything. It's just known. And if they're not, I mean, if they're cool with it and like you say, hey, I'm nervous, but they're still there, that means you chilling.
Exactly.
Like you have nothing to be worried about. And if they
Exactly.
leave, then you're still chilling because hey, that just did it for you. You didn't have to worry about forming a fake relationship or a fake connection with somebody.
Exactly. But it's all practice too. Like this guy says, just practice, practice. Get yourself in a social environment, in a social energy. Do your thing.
Hmm. Yes, sir. So do you agree or disagree?
Telling a guy to just be confident is dating advice. Is telling a depressed person to just cheer up. Like, I don't know. I mean,
Like if all you're saying is just be confident and you're just like kind of brushing it off with that, then I guess I would agree.
I see. Yeah. Like that is the key. But
But
I
also,
guess you're right. You got to tell them how to be confident. I mean, if you got to help someone figure it out because I don't think people realize how the answers are there, you know?
yeah, what it sounded like to me throughout, like, so I guess I'll agree with the title, but like throughout the actual post that he was typing, sounds like this dude is just really struggling with having confidence, and he just like is coming from a standpoint to where he also has no desire, like even though he talks about he wants to have confidence and stuff, he has no desire to pull himself out of the mentality of not having any confidence.
Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. Yeah,
But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
exactly. Damn
So
right. That's
yeah,
all I had.
another great reaction today to these Reddits. Had some confessions, had some unpopular opinions, and some popular opinions, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
let us know what you guys think. Comment below.
Thank
We
you
don't have
once
any
again.
comments yet, so
We don't have any comments. So just comment anything, like
please.
just anything. Just type a period, type
Just put a
anything.
space, hit the space bar, and then hit enter. You know, it could be a blank, really.
Anything. We'll
Does that
take
work?
it. We'll like your comment. Just do it.
Well, we will like that shit.
Thank
Nah,
you
but
guys for tuning in once again.
thank you, thank you.
You
Another
have
blessed
just
day.
you have been blessed by Project 518.
Yes, by our reactions. Hope that you guys gained some, useful content from this, maybe from the discussions that we were having, or maybe it sparked some ideas in you guys. Much love from Project 518.
Tune again next week. We'll see you
Yes.
guys.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.